Do you want to own your own car, or maybe even your own house? Well, unless you have enough cash to pay for it in full, you're going to need to prove that you're reliable enough to borrow and pay it back to your lender. The best way to show how likely you are to pay back a loan is your credit score. A credit score is usually a number ranging from 300 to 850 that portrays how likely you are to repay your loan. The higher your score, the more attractive you are as a borrower. Furthermore, the higher your score, the better interest rates you will receive from your lender, and if your score is too low, you may not even qualify for a loan at all. There are three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, who collect data from your credit history and compile credit reports in the United States. Other countries have their own systems of credit reporting and may or may not be similar. A credit report is a statement that shows information about your past credit activity and present situation. In these credit reports is a summary of the information, also known as a credit score. Whenever you apply for new credit, a hard inquiry on your credit report is made. Be wary, this can lower your credit score by as much as 5 points. When you check just your score, however, on a third-party application, your score will not be affected, as this is a soft check. Because each credit bureau could have different information on file about you, your credit scores will most likely differ for each of the three credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Sometimes the difference is just a few points. For example, the Apple credit card reports to TransUnion, but not to Experian or Equifax. This difference causes your scores to vary. Other times, the difference in your credit scores from each bureau can be vast due to an error or mistake in your credit report. These differences can cost you thousands over the life of a loan. Be sure to check your reports regularly or sign up for alerts to be notified when your score changes. If you do find a mistake, make sure you dispute it as soon as you can. Note that your line of credit should be open for about 6 months before you're able to see any score at all. Your credit scores are one of a Fico score, a Vantage score, or less commonly, a third-party score. Fico is the standard used by 90% of top lenders. Fico scores can be industry-specific, that more accurately assess risk for a specific loan type or even customized for client needs. As such, there can be many different types of scores. Vantage Score launched its score through Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion as an alternative to the Fico score. To keep up with changing behavioral trends, innovation, and advances in the availability of data, model developers such as Vantage Score update models to ensure they are as predictive as possible. Jeff Richardson, a Vantage Score spokesperson, said, "Today, we are going to focus on the industry standard, the Fico score. Fico scores are calculated using many different pieces of credit data in your credit report. This data is grouped into 5 categories: payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and credit mix. Your payment history looks if you have paid your past credit accounts on time for 35% of your credit score. This helps a lender determine their risk based on your history. The next thing your score looks at is the amount you owe. Having a lot of debt is not necessarily a bad thing. However, if you're using a high percentage of the credit available to you, you are seen as higher risk. This accounts for 30%. In general, a longer credit history will increase your Fico scores. 15% of your score looks at how long your accounts have been open and how long you've used certain accounts. 10% of your credit looks at new credit. It may not be a good idea to open multiple lines of credit, as history shows opening several accounts at the same time makes you a higher risk to lenders. Then another 10% looks at your mix of credit cards, retail accounts, installment loans, finance company accounts, and mortgage loans. Don't worry, it's not necessary to have one of each. Your Fico scores are unique, just like you. They are calculated based on the 5 categories referenced previously, but for some people, the importance of these categories can be different. For example, scores for people who have not been using credit long will be calculated differently than those with a longer credit history. In addition, as the information in your credit report changes, so does the evaluation of these factors determining your Fico scores. Your credit report and Fico scores evolve frequently. Because of this, it's not possible to measure the exact impact of a single factor in how your Fico score is calculated without looking at your entire report. Different ranges of credit scores put you in different rating categories. There are 5 different categories your score can fall in that impact your creditworthiness. These categories include poor, fair, good, very good, and exceptional. Pause the video here and take a look at the different categories and scores that fall in each range. While many lenders use credit scores like Fico scores to help them make lending decisions, each lender has its own strategy. including the level of risk it finds acceptable. There is no single cutoff score used by all lenders, and there are many additional factors that lenders may use to determine your actual interest rates. So, how often do credit reports update? Well, most creditors report to credit bureaus monthly. They report data at different times throughout the month, and they may report to only one or two credit bureaus instead of all three. The credit bureaus add new information once it's reported to them. According to TransUnion, that means your reports are continually evolving. Once your credit reports update, the new data will be reflected in your credit score next time it's calculated. How often is your credit score updated? Credit scores are calculated at the moment a lender requests them. To calculate the score, the information on your latest credit report is run through a formula created by Fico or VantageScore. Because your credit reports are being updated whenever new information arrives, scores will also fluctuate and can theoretically change many times during a single day. The score you get will vary depending on 1. Which scoring company was used. Fico and VantageScore consider much the same credit score factors, but weigh them a bit differently. 2. Which credit bureau supplied the credit report information. Not every creditor reports to all three bureaus, so your report data varies at each. And 3. What the score will be used for. A credit card, mortgage, or car loan, for example. Most scores use a range of 300 to 850, but some specialty scores have a different range. Well, there are many ways for your credit score to rise. The most common way to do so is by paying your bills on time. When lenders review your credit reports and request a credit score for you, they're very interested in how reliably you pay your bills. That's because past payment performance is usually considered a good predictor of future performance. You can help this scoring factor by paying your bills on time every month consistently. Paying late or making partial payments can negatively affect credit scores. You'll want to pay all bills on time, not just credit card bills or any loans you may have, such as auto loans or student loans, but also your rent, utilities, phone bill, and so on. It's also a good idea to use resources and tools available to you, such as automatic payments or calendar reminders, to help ensure you pay on time every month. Another common way to help your credit score rise is by paying off debt and keeping your balance low on credit cards and other revolving credit. The credit utilization ratio is another important number in credit score calculations. It's calculated by adding all your credit card balances at any given time and dividing that amount by your total credit limit. For example, if you typically charge about $2,000 each month and your total credit limit across all your cards is $10,000, your utilization ratio is 20%. To figure out your average credit utilization ratio, look at all your credit card statements from the last 12 months. Add the statement balances for each month across all your cards and divide by 12. That's how much credit you use on average each month. Lenders typically like to see low ratios of 30% or less, and people with the best credit scores often have very low credit utilization ratios. A low credit utilization ratio tells lenders you haven't maxed out your credit cards and likely know how to manage credit well. On the other hand, there are many ways your credit score can quickly go lower. A common example is when you make a late payment. Falling behind on a bill payment by 30 days or more could cause your score to take a big hit. Late payments stay in your credit report for 7 years and have a powerful effect on your score. If you've fallen behind with one of your accounts, do your best to get current as soon as you can. A 60-day delinquency is worse than a 30-day delinquency, and a 90-day delinquency is worse still, so it pays to get back into good standing quickly. Another way your score can drop is by using more of your credit limit. A major influence on your score is your credit utilization, or how much of your credit limits you're using. A spike in credit card debt will push up your utilization, which can drop your score. But the opposite is also true. If you use a big windfall to pay down credit card debt, your score can benefit. Your score will change once the new balance is reported to the credit bureaus. Finally, 3 tips that can change your credit future. Number 1. Don't close any accounts unless there is a fee and you're not using it. Closing multiple accounts can significantly lower your score. Number 2. Ask for higher credit limits. When your credit limit goes up and your balance stays the same, your overall credit utilization lowers, therefore making your score go higher. And number 3. Apply for new credit cards only as needed. You may try to apply for as many at once to improve your credit mix, but in reality, these hard checks will end up hurting your score more than helping. As always, thanks for watching and let us know any tips you may have in the comment section below.